I think art in general, whether it's painting, acting, film, theater, dance, is important because it's human expression and it's human emotion come to life, and it's something that every person can connect to, and it's something that can make us strive to be something better and something that we want to be better, and it gives us hope, and that's something that we need right now, because if we start getting rid of hope, we start getting rid of art, something that makes us want something, then I'm scared for that time. Well, I'm a Tallahassee native, so I've just grown up here my entire life. My childhood, I think, was relatively normal. Went to school, I loved cartoons, and just played rec soccer when I was 6 years old. What spurred my interest in acting mostly were my parents, because they did a lot of church theater within our church. They would write a lot of their own sketches and did a lot of the preaching and the lessons I went into teaching our congregation came from the pastor, but also from my parents doing sketches based on what the pastor was teaching. My dad was definitely the person that got me most interested in acting as a role model, I guess I would say, because he did most of the acting. My mom did a lot of directing and writing. And it's funny looking back now, because my dad was such an amateur, like never did it before, never did it in high school or college or anything. Like this was his time of acting, and looking back, just seeing how good he actually was has made me realize that acting is just like a gift. It's just an amazing talent, and I feel blessed to have fallen in love with it. My father did pass away when I was 9 from appendix cancer. It manifested there and then grew and went and wrapped around his colon. And my father was the big core person in my life that I felt really instilled a lot of just who I am as an individual, just how I see the world, how I think things through. My viewpoints are very much taken from my father. I do obviously would love to have my father see me perform, but because I've seen him perform, because I know that this is where I found my love was from him, that I just feel connected to him already whenever I perform. So it's sad, but I know that he's still just looking down and enjoying it. Currently, the production I'm working on right now is William Shakespeare's classic comedy, The Taming of the Shrew. It's the story of a woman who refuses to be wooed by a man in the traditional Shakespearean sense, but a man comes along and decides to do it. So before every show, I typically like to come out, and I have 3 rituals that I like to do. I like to come out and observe my space and get accustomed to my stage, and so I'll take my blocking from the very beginning and I'll just run down and do all of it. Then I go and give my characters a little bit of a pep talk and try and talk myself into becoming them. It's a little weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And then, above all, my mistress, Red Bull. It's been my lifeblood through this entire show process. I don't know where I would be without it. Hi, so this is the production I've been working on, William Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. It's opening night, and the bugs are coming in, I guess, you know. So we're all getting ready. Everyone's doing their process and putting on makeup, getting hair, and I'm excited. This will be a fun night. The set just looks great, and it's just gonna be good.
On behalf of this outstanding cast and crew, I want to thank you for attending our production. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our production of The Taming of the Shrew.
I feel okay about my performance. I mean, obviously, I'm my biggest critic, so I'm harsh on myself, but I think all in all, it was good. I didn't have any bad flubs that I remember, so that made me feel better. I was talked to by a member of the Southern Shakespeare Company, and they asked me to come and audition for Romeo and Juliet for Shakespeare in the Park in Tallahassee, and that was really fun. And praised me on my Shakespeare, which was very, very encouraging because Shakespeare's such a beast to master. So that was very, very encouraging, and I'm definitely going to be in contact with him. I don't know where it'll go, but my curiosity is piqued. Let's just put it that way. Matt. Now, one thing's for sure, I never saw your life shaping out this way, and I'm sure there's even more to experience and learn. Now, at risk of sounding cliche, take Apollonius' advice to heart. This above all, to thine own self be true. How fitting that fatherly advice should remain with us today. Be the person you know you are and accept it, faults and all. Be confident in who you are and learn from those who offer wisdom. Always learn. There's always something to discover. Don't forget, your faith, your family, and your friends have given shape to your personality. They've shaped you. Be grateful. So hopefully when this journey comes to a close and you can be honored with people quoting, where every god did seem to set his seal to give the world assurance of a man in reference to you. So go, embrace the journey you've embarked upon, and I'll see you on the other side. Sincerely, Matthew Thompson, November 28th, 2017.